Hi, we have recently done some big updates to Favro that I think you might be interested in particular if you've been doing reporting and filtering in JIRA or a large spreadsheet or a similar tool. So let's have a look. So here we have product backlog in Favro. As you can see, we have a breakdown structure. As you probably know, in Favro, you can have many levels of breakdown structure. And if you would have been using JIRA, you would have been having issue types, theme, epics, user stories, bugs, and subtasks. And to begin with, you can do exactly the same in Favro. Here we have created a column where we have exactly those column types. And if we expand the one item search here, you will see that we even have some subtasks as part of the mix. Now, if we do a filter on this with the user stories, we move over here to our view with our dashboard sheet. And here we'll see how we have filtered out based upon the car type, or what would be issue type in JIRA. So as you can see, you can do this same type of reporting here in Favro. And I should also say here that with these dashboard sheets, you can have your source of data being a lot of different boards. So if you have user stories across several boards and you want to filter out on them, and let's say for a certain release or sprint, that's something you can do here in dashboards. So it's not only for a single board. This can source the data from many boards and many collections. But now if we go back to our backlog view again, the thing with Favro is that it's all designed to be highly collaborative. So it's very easy in Favro to make the backlog management, the backlog grooming, a highly collaborative thing. So your product management around your backlog can be something where you have several people involved in making sure that it is as accurate as possible. So, for example, here you will see on our estimate ideal days that Favro is very sophisticated in how it breaks down and summarizes here. For example, if we're looking at our search function here, you see this as 30 days, but the sum says 38 days. So what probably happened here was that we, when we created this epic in the backlog, we put in 30 days, but now we have broken it down into several stories, and the sum of those are 38. So it's very easy in Favro to see what's going on here. And in this case, you probably would like to update your estimate here to 38 days. So it's the same as the sum, or maybe even more if you're suspecting that's going to be more things you're breaking this down to. Now, in Favro, taking the fact that it's designed to be highly collaborative, what's the car type might be a little bit more organic. And there's a point in not being too strict about exactly what type is what. And that this is not a problem in Favro, because you can do your filtering on, for example, the sprints here instead. So I'll show an example of that. We're moving over here now, again, to a dashboard sheet. And you will see here that we have now done a dashboard sheet by sprint 2 instead. And as you can see here, we have both bugs and user stories here. And one interesting point we can also see is that if we look at the one item search, remember the one that we have broken down into two subtasks, you will see that the summary here, that's 17 days, but it's a 10-day on that story. And if we now hover over the sum of all of this, which is for sprint 2, you will see that we get both the summary of ideal days for the aggregates or excluding the aggregates. So in this case, if we include the aggregates, it's 107 days, and if we exclude them, it's 100 days. So it makes it very clear to see that there is some breakdown stuff that's been going on here, where the sum is actually bigger than what you have in the let's say assigned values. So this makes it very easy to have a much more organic backlog management, to be more collaborative around your product management in working in Favro, and make these kind of reports that you were doing previously in, for example, JIRA, much more powerful to work with. I hope this was helpful. As always, if you have any questions around this or would like a deeper demo, just ping us and we're happy to do so.